Don't take any more practice tests until you're doing this every time. What do you do when you finish taking a practice test? Do you look at your score and then you exit tab? Well, if that's what you do, then you need to change that right now. Practice tests are one of the most efficient ways to figure out your weaknesses, like I talked about in my video yesterday, so make sure you go check that out. But it only works if you're actually applying this method. So when you finish taking a practice test and look at the actual questions, something that I do is I'll make a private Quizlet set and I'll write down all of the questions and the correct answers to any questions that I got wrong on the test. That way I can go back and review them in an easy question format. So look at those questions that you got wrong. Read through the question, read through the answers, and look which one was the correct answer. In whatever way you choose to do it, writing down the question and the correct answer is a very helpful thing to do. Also, you can look through just for the categories. We talked about categories a lot in my last short. So look at the different categories. Maybe start a tally of the ones that you got wrong. And when you read the first question, if it was a memory passage question, like write memory passage and then one tally mark. If the next question was about crosswords, make a tally mark for that and keep a tally of the questions that you got wrong. And then you can look back and see which one you got the most wrong on. And that can be really helpful. It shows you which ones you really need to focus on studying. Also, this part probably takes a lot longer, but it can be useful as well. Going through the questions that you got right. Now you may think, why in the world would I spend the time doing that? But have you ever done this where you look at a question and you're like, I don't know the answer to that, you guess, and then it doesn't show up in the wrongs? You must have gotten it right, okay, that's good. But you probably don't remember your guess. So you can go back through those questions, maybe just skim them if you realize, oh yeah, I knew this answer, and you put the right one. Then that's great, you don't have to go through and write that down. But you might come across some questions that you just guessed on, and knowing the answer and reviewing the question would actually be helpful. I hope this helps you for the next time that you take a practice test. There's 14 days until the test. Lock in.